All right, so this is a different video. Same day, August 17th. It's Monday. So my biggest question right now is, why is John Kasich at the Democratic National Convention? I have my answer. I mean, I'll tell you what I think it is. I think I know what it is. Pretty positive it is. But what do I know? I don't know nothing. I'm not even from Ohio. John Kasich, though, he wants, he's a never Trumper, right? He's one of those fucking douchebags. Then how can you? That's so progressive of him, right? He's such a progressive to flip-flop like that. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, John Kasich was never really a Republican, if you ask me. Because being that he was a Republican governor of Ohio, one of the first things he does is sells Ohio to... sells it. He just made it. He started. John Kasich has lined his pockets with the money, with money from so many different situations and scenarios. He could be bought and paid for just like that. And he's willing to say anything you want for him about Trump. So what matter does it make? What does it make? Well, it just looks good for the Democrats to have a Republican speaking at their Democratic National Convention against Trump, because they're so against Trump. They're willing to put a pedo into office, and a pedo supporter, a pedo protector. You get where I'm going, though? But see, it's so weird for me. It's so difficult for me when I watch the news or, watch Fox News or fucking CNN or something, for me to not see from that lens of fucking everything revolves around this pedo thing. I can't, see... It's hard to remove that lens now. I tried to do it. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, all this stuff that they're doing, it's like for these, to cover up for all this shit. And it's like, oh my goodness, this is just insane, the amount of work they're going through. I try to remove it, and I try not to fucking, but I can't. All right, John Kasich, 2011, prisons. He sold the prison. This is the funny part. Prison. I have it on my fucking phone. Fuck it. I'll just read it off my phone. Alright. So John Kasich, what is it? I didn't know him. I've heard of him. Republican. I remember hearing his name when he ran for president in 2016. Didn't see, I didn't care too much. So, he sold, Kasich also made Ohio the first state to sell a correctional facility to a private and for-profit company. And you know why I did it? He sold off the Lake Erie Correctional Institution to the Corrections Corporation of America. It goes on to say, where was it at? Oh, I didn't say he was. Mike Brickner. Well, then he says he did it to save the government some money, or the Ohio some money. Which really what it was is, I'll get to it in just a second. To save some money for the state budget, but here it is. We know that is that. He wants to, they had the 6th largest prison population, and I wondered why. Minor drug offenses and things like that. But we know that if I privatize a few prisons, maybe I could save some money in the state budget. But we know that is absolutely the wrong way to go. The private prison companies have lobbyists. They can go and lobby for stricter criminal and immigration laws that will fill our prisons, and that's in their interest because, again, prisoners equal dollar signs. Remember, you're not worthless. You're worth $50,000 to somebody. I mean, a prison. All right? A year. Bro, I don't even make 30 grand a year. I work 2 jobs, and I could barely pull in 30, and I, right around. How am I worth 50 grand, bud? I'd like to know where that other 14, 20's coming from. Shit, I'm being underpaid. Y'all getting outrageous amounts from my ass. Cut me in, bud. Yeah. It is in their interest to have more people in prison, duh, and they want people who are in low level and non-violent because they're easier to control. Non-violent offenders such as drugs, a couple grams, selling fucking shit, this, that, and the other. Non-violent offenders cause non-violent problems. Duh. Make greater profit on because they don't complain. And so, because they just want to get out of jail. They're not going to fuck around. And so since we've introduced those private prisons here in this state, we've actually seen where our prison population will continue to grow, and we're looking at new record populations here in the state of Ohio. Wow. Like I said, that's not why he did it. What he did it for, so, Mr. John Kasich here worked with the Lehman Brothers. So, in the early 2000s, CCA, Corrections Corporation of America, largest private prison operator, was going through some significant financial issues, and Lehman Brothers was the company that came and bailed out CCA, bailed them out. And then when Governor Kasich came into office, he hired a lobbyist for CCA and made them his congressional aide. Absolutely. Had a federal private prison, but my biggest thing about John Kasich is that he's the governor of Ohio. And what I find Ohio to be is a cesspool. So, I've heard that Ohio is the capital of the human trafficking capital of the world. Or America, one of the two. It doesn't matter. With the most human trafficking was Columbus, Ohio, or something like that. Ohio was the 4th. This is 2018. The 4th highest state, and it's such a tiny little state, without human trafficking. So, if you ask me, that don't make sense. But with some things I've read and I heard, that it makes perfect sense. So, John Kasich is part of all of this. He's a big part of all this. He's the front. He's the politics of this. He's what helped to make this go around. He's what's trying to put the brakes on Trump right now. So, this man is a traitorous, fucking selfish, greedy bastard. He's in it for the money. And that's about it. He probably ran on a Republican bid just to fucking, I don't know. I haven't done enough research on John Kasich, but I just know that right now he's kind of shady as fuck. I think this whole fucking thing, if they're gonna run a fucking a campaign of Biden-Harris and have Harris as the main thing because of everything that's going on right now, because of a Black Lives Matter and her fucking being half black, if that, fucking whatever. But Kamala Harris is fucking is as dirty as they come too. I mean, she what is it? The Minnesota Freedom Fund bailing out fucking protesters and stuff. Rioters, not protesters, rioters. And her fucking protection of the Catholic Church and being a pedo protector, fucking wearing a shield for pedos, is, you know, it's a little much. And Joe Biden being a pedo and having sold his shit to, we have no idea what's going, you know, what's gonna happen, man. This doesn't look good. And that's why I'm saying, like, everything I look at, I see through that lens. I just see through what's it related to next. You know, what's it fucking, how are they related to this pedophiliac fucking bullshit? Well, some way, somehow, they always turn back. It always comes back. John Kasich seems very closely really tied to Ohio and Leslie Wexner, obviously. Let me see, we should type that in. Because Leslie is fucking, you know, owns Ohio. Has Ohio all over it. Kasich's donor. This is 2015. Where's it at? I don't know. They're not